రైట్.
అంటే చార్ట్ ఏం అవసరం లేదా?
ఇంకా అక్కర్లే, ఇక్కడ సరిపోయిందండి కరెంట్.
రైట్ రైట్.
స్టార్ట్ విత్
సార్,
ప్రేయర్.
లెట్ us స్టార్ట్ విత్ ప్రేయర్. గురు బ్రహ్మ గురుర్విష్ణు గురుర్దేవో మహేశ్వరః గురు సాక్షాత్ పరబ్రహ్మ తస్మై శ్రీ గురవే నమః. ఓకే, లాస్ట్ టైము మనము ఒకటి డిస్కస్ చేశాం. ఏది? ప్రొఫెషన్ గురించి ఒక చార్ట్ చెప్పుకున్నాం. టైం చార్ట్ ఏదో అప్పటికప్పుడు తీసి మూర్తి గారు టైం చార్ట్ తీసుకొని చెప్పమంటే దాని గురించి మనం మాట్లాడినాము. ఈరోజు ఒక చార్ట్ ఈ చార్ట్ మీకు గుర్తుకుంటుంది సామాన్యంగా, ఎందుకంటే మనము చాలాసార్లు చెప్పుకున్నాము ఈ చార్టును. మన ఖుల్లార్ సార్ గారి చార్ట్ ఇది. దిస్ ఈజ్ ది చార్ట్ ఆఫ్ అవర్ గురూజీ ఖుల్లార్జీ ఎస్పీకే సార్. ఇది 21/3/1941, 22 hours 53 50 75 100. ఇవన్నీ చాలా ఇన్సిడెంట్స్ ఉన్నాయి. అవన్నీ కూడా కట్పల్ ఇంటర్లింక్డ్ బుక్లో, కలాంశాన్ని కట్పల్ ఇంటర్లింక్ బుక్లో ఇచ్చారు అన్ని పర్టికులర్స్. ఆయనది సమ్ డిస్టర్బెన్స్ ఈస్ కమింగ్, ప్లీజ్. డిస్టర్బెన్స్ వస్తాను సార్ ఎక్కడనో. కలాంశ అనేటువంటి పుస్తకంలో ఈ చార్ట్ లభ్యమవుతుంది. దిస్ చార్ట్ ఈజ్ అవైలబుల్ ఇన్ కలాంశ అండ్ కట్పల్ ఇంటర్లింక్ పుస్తకంలో. తర్వాత అందులోనే వారిద్దరి సంతానము మనీషా ఖుల్లార్ది, ఇంకొక ఆయనది, ఇద్దరిది బర్త్ చార్ట్లు, ఫాదర్ అండ్ మదర్ డెత్ పర్టికులర్స్, మ్యారేజ్ పర్టికులర్స్ అన్నీ ఇచ్చాడు. అవన్నీ కూడా యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈజ్గా మనమంతా విశ్లేషణ చేశాము చాలా సార్లు.
సత్యనారాయణ గారు, एक रिक्वेस्ट, कपिलाजी एंड ओझा साहब चले जाएगा इफ यू कंटिन्यू इन तेलुगु.
వెళ్ళిపోయారా?
లేదు సార్,
హలో పరమేశ్వర నాయుడు.
ఓజే సార్ ఉన్నారు సార్.
कपिलाजी ओझा साहब चले जाएगा इफ यू कंटिन्यू इन तेलुगु.
అంటే వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు కదా.
ఉన్నారు, అదే మీరు కంటిన్యూ చేయండి మరి సార్.
రైట్ రైట్ రైట్.
इंग्लिश में चलने दो, धीरे धीरे इंग्लिश में स्पीक इन इंग्लिश बट स्लोली.
ఓకే ఓకే సార్.
All our members want that it should be in English. Why not in English?
कलाम सा किताब में दिया ये सब भी सार का बर्थ पर्टिकुलर्स है, उसमें 2 चिल्ड्रन का बर्थ पर्टिकुलर्स है, मनीषा कुल्लार जी, अभी एक दूसरा ब्रदर का डेथ पर्टिकुलर, एवरीथिंग इज गिवन देयर इन
पेज नंबर बोलो, पेज नंबर प्लीज, पेज नंबर
बोलो सर. कलाम शाह किताब में है. सर, कलाम शाह किताब में 282-283 पेज में हमारा गुरुजी का है, खुलार जी का.
यस.
नेक्स्ट ये फर्स्ट सन का चार्ट किधर है बोला तो पेज नंबर 126 में है. सेम किताब में 126 पेज में इट इज अवेलेबल. अभी एक दूसरा चार्ट, सेकंड चाइल्ड का.
Which one you are taking first?
No sir, everything is given there. All incidents are tallied. We have discussed in so many classes. All past events are tallied, but we have to discuss this chart about profession. Let us discuss about profession, what I learned what I know, I will explain it. Because last class में मैं बोला प्रोफेशन के वास्ते प्रोफेशन के बारे में, I will tell. Because everybody knows that our Guruji worked in telecom department in a high position, top position में retired हुआ. Okay, so that we can discuss. We know pretty well all the particulars and his profession also. So profession, how to choose 10th cusp. पहले क्या बोले, 10th cusp core rulers. We have to note all the 10th cusp core rulers first. Rashi Lord, next Star Lord, next Sub Lord, Sub Lord. అంతే కదండి మనం క్లాస్ లో చెప్పుకున్నది. హలో, ఎవరో పలకండి కనీసం. ఇప్పుడు 10th cusp core rulers ముందు నోట్ చేసుకోవాలి. First note down all the 10th cusp core rulers from Rashi Lord to Sub Lord. Later on, first preference should be given to Sub Lord, next Sub Lord, next Star Lord, next Rashi Lord. This is the order of preference. Sun, first take sun యొక్క స్టార్ లో ఎవరున్నారు, which planets are placed in sun star? First let us check in the planetary position table. You see sun, moon is in the star of sun and Mars is in the star of sun. Next Rahu is also in the star of sun. After noting the 10th cusp core rulers, first preference should be given to Sub Lord. Sub Lord is sun. Next, later on, we have to check which planets are placed in sun star. Moon, Mars and Rahu. List out. These, you please note down all these three planets. Sun, Moon, Mars, abhi ek Rahu. These planets, are they appearing here in Sub Lord column में है क्या? तो भी कौन है? Moon first checkup. Moon is the Sub Lord of 3rd cusp. Next, Moon is the Sub Lord of 7th cusp. రాసుకోండి, please note down. Moon is the Sub Lord of 3rd cusp, 7th cusp. Moon, no, nothing, only 2 Moon. Later on, Mars, is he cuspal Sub Lord of any cusp in 12th? 12 नहीं, कुछ भी नहीं. इधर ఎక్కడా లేడు. 12th cusp 12 భావాలలో దేనికి సబ్ లార్డ్ గా కాలేదు. మార్స్ లేడు. అలాగే రాహు చూడండి, రాహు ఉన్నాడా సబ్ లార్డ్ గా? లేడు. అంటే మనకు లక్కీగా మూన్ రెండే ఉన్నాయి. మూన్ 3వ కస్పుకు సబ్ లార్డ్, తర్వాత ఇంకొకటి ఉంది 7, 3 అండ్ 7th కస్పు సబ్ లార్డ్ గా మూన్ వ్యవహరిస్తున్నాడు. కాబట్టి మూన్ అనేటువంటి వాడు 3rd కస్పు యొక్క రెఫరెన్స్, తర్వాత 7th కస్పు రెఫరెన్స్ ను మనం చెక్ చేస్తే అక్కడ తెలుస్తాయి. ఇక్కడ మనం రెఫరెన్స్ లోకి పోయి ఇక్కడ చూడండి, ఈ కస్ప్స్ టేబుల్ తీస్తే మనకు థర్డ్ ఇక్కడ ఇవి జనరల్ సిగ్నిఫికేటర్స్. ప్రొఫెషనల్ ఇవి తీయండి. ప్రొఫెషన్ చూసి ఇక్కడ ప్రొఫెషనల్ ఇన్ ఈఎన్టీ డిపార్ట్మెంట్, కమ్యూనికేషన్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్, ప్రింట్ మీడియా, ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ సెంటర్, స్టేజ్ ఆర్టిస్ట్, జర్నలిస్ట్, న్యూ కరెస్పాండెంట్, న్యూరాలజిస్ట్, ఇట్లా అన్ని వచ్చినాయి. మళ్ళా సారు దాన్ని ఏమంటారు, టెలికాం డిపార్ట్మెంట్ లో రిటైర్డ్ అయినాడు. అంటే ఏమి, 3rd కస్ప్ అనేటువంటిది మనకి ఇక్కడ తెలుస్తా ఉంది. కమ్యూనికేషన్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ 3rd కస్ప్. ఓకేనా? అన్ని అచ్చుకుద్దినట్లా దొరకకపోవచ్చు, కొంతవరకు మనకు ఉపకరిస్తుంది. అంటే ఏమి, ఈ పాత చార్ట్ ఇట్లా చెక్ చేయడం వల్ల మనము వీ కెన్ కమ్ టు ఏ కన్క్లూషన్ దట్ ఓహో ఇట్లా చిన్న క్లూ దొరికితే కూడా మనం పట్టుకోవచ్చు కదా. కమ్యూనికేషన్ అనే పదం ఉంది కాబట్టి ఓహో సార్ టెలికాం డిపార్ట్మెంట్ లో పనిచేశాడు, రైట్, వెరీ గుడ్ అని చెప్పి ఒక తృప్తి మనకు. అలాగే 7th చూడండి, 7th అనా ఇక్కడ మూన్ 7th చెక్ చేయండి. 7th లో చూడండి ఇక్కడ ఏముంది, జడ్జ్ ఇన్ కోర్ట్ ఆఫ్ లా సంబంధం లేదు. పబ్లిక్ రిలేషన్స్ ఆఫీసర్ ఇదేమన్నా సంబంధమా? ఎందుకంటే దాంట్లో పనిచేసినాడు కదా హైయెస్ట్ పొజిషన్ లో. ఒక పబ్లిక్ ఏమైనా సంబంధమా?
That is related, sir.
అదే ఏమైనా సంబంధ బాంధవ్యాలు ఉండొచ్చు.
సంబంధమే సార్ పబ్లిక్ రిలేషన్స్.
ఇంకొకటి ఏంటంటే 7th అనేది అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్ ఇది కూడా ఉంది. ఇక్కడ ఇవ్వలేకపోవచ్చు, ఇక్కడ దీంట్లో లేకపోవచ్చు. కానీ మిగతా కారకత్వాలలో మీరు గమనించండి. 7th ఈజ్ ఆల్సో అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్.
పబ్లిక్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్ ఇచ్చాడు సార్.
దీంట్లో ఉందా? ఉంది
సార్.
ఈ చూడు పబ్లిక్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఉంది. కాబట్టి ఈ 2 భావాలతో మనకు ఆయన అక్కడ పనిచేసినట్లు మనకు రుజువు అవుతా ఉంది. ఇది నాటల్ చార్ట్. నాట్ స్పీకింగ్ అబౌట్ హోరరీ చార్ట్. దిస్ ఈజ్ నాటల్ చార్ట్. ఇంకొకటి తమాషా ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడ మీకు ఇంకొక చార్ట్ చూపిస్తాను. అది సారథి. ఇది ఈ చార్ట్ కూడా మీకు మా ఈ జైన్ మాసపత్రికలో పడింది. దిస్ చార్ట్ ఈజ్ rectified one. This all the particulars are published in our magazine. Most probably it is available in world magazine. You can check. It is available there. ఈ అబ్బాయి 19/4/2000 పుట్టాడు. 11/28/44/76కు రెక్టిఫైడ్ అయ్యింది. కర్నూలులో హెచ్డిసి హాస్పిటల్లో పుట్టాడు. రైట్. ఇక్కడ ఇదే రకంగా మనం చూద్దాం. ఈ అబ్బాయి ప్రస్తుతము విప్రోలో పనిచేస్తున్నాడు. విప్రోలో ఫస్ట్ అపాయింట్మెంట్ ఈ అబ్బాయిది ఏమంటారు దాన్ని ఏమంటారు చెప్తానబ్బా దాని పేరు రాసుకుంది. ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఇంజనీర్ అపాయింట్మెంట్ ఇచ్చినది ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఇంజనీర్ అని అతనికి ఇచ్చారు. తరువాత కొంతకాలానికి సీనియర్ ఇంజనీర్గా ప్రమోట్ చేశారు. అంతే. ప్రస్తుతము దాంట్లోనే పనిచేస్తున్నాడు. అంటే విప్రో కంపెనీలో పనిచేస్తున్నాడు. అంటే బీటెక్ తర్వాత క్యాంపస్ సెలెక్షన్లో వచ్చిందన్నమాట అది. ఇక్కడ మనం 10th కప్ 4 రూలర్స్ అన్ని నోట్ చేసుకోండి. జూపిటర్, మెర్క్యూరీ, మూన్, సాటర్న్. జూపిటర్, మెర్క్యూరీ, మూన్, సాటర్న్. ఫస్ట్ సాటర్న్ సబ్లార్డ్, తర్వాత దానికంటే తక్కువ సబ్లార్డ్, దానికంటే తక్కువ స్టార్లార్డ్, దానికంటే తక్కువ రాశిలార్డ్. ఇది ఆర్డర్ ఆఫ్ ప్రిఫరెన్స్. సో ఫస్ట్ లెటర్ చెక్ సబ్లార్డ్ ఆఫ్ 10th కస్ప్ సాటర్న్. సాటర్న్ ఈజ్ ఇక్కడ ఈ ప్లానటరీ పొజిషన్ లో సాటర్న్ ఎక్కడ ఉన్నాడు చూడండి. విచ్ ప్లానెట్స్ ఆర్ పాజిటెడ్ ఇన్ సాటర్న్ స్టార్? లెటర్ చెక్ ఇన్ మెర్క్యూరీ. ఇంకోటి
రాహు.
మెర్క్యూరీ అండ్ రాహు నోట్ చేసుకోండి. 10th కస్ప్ సబ్లార్డ్ ఈజ్ సాటర్న్. సాటర్న్ స్టార్ లో ఓన్లీ ఏవి? మెర్క్యూరీ అండ్ రాహు. మెర్క్యూరీ అండ్ రాహు. ది 2 planets ఆర్ పాజిటెడ్ ఇన్ సాటర్న్ స్టార్ కదా. ఇప్పుడు ఈ మెర్క్యూరీ సాటర్న్ అనేటివి ఇక్కడ కస్పల్ సబ్లార్డ్ కాలంలో చూడండి. మెర్క్యూరీ ముందు, మెర్క్యూరీ థర్డ్కు ఉన్నాడు. థర్డ్కు మెర్క్యూరీ, తర్వాత ఇంకా
మెర్క్యూరీ థర్డ్ అంతే.
మెర్క్యూరీ లేడు కదా,
ఎక్కడ లేడు.
తర్వాత ఇంకొక ప్లానెట్ ఉంది రాహుని చూడండి. రాహు అదిగో 4th ఉన్నాడు రాహు. అంటే 3 and 4 మనము ఈ దాంట్లో చూడాలా. మనము 3 and 4 రెఫరెన్సెస్ లోకి పోయి
yes sir
3 and 4 ఇంక ఇదే సేమ్ కమ్యూనికేషన్, ప్రింట్ మీడియా, ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ సెంటర్, ఇవన్నీ న్యూస్ కరెస్పాండెన్స్. అంటే ఏమి ఇది విప్రో కంపెనీ అంటే ఏమి ఇంకా థర్డ్ దాంట్లో తీసుకోవచ్చు కదా మనము.
కమ్యూనికేషన్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్,
కంప్యూటర్ నాలెడ్జ్ అవన్నీ థర్డ్ హౌస్ చెప్పేది. ఇక్కడ లేదు కంప్యూటర్ అని, కానీ థర్డ్ హౌసే. కాబట్టి ఈ థర్డ్ హౌస్ అనేటువంటిది మనకు ఉపయోగపడింది. అలాగే ఫోర్త్ కూడా ఇక్కడ రాహు ద్వారా సూచిస్తోంది. ఫోర్త్ ఏమింది చూద్దాం, అది దానివల్ల ఏమన్నా మనకు ఉపయోగమా. ఫోర్త్ అనేది చూడండి, ఇక్కడ రియల్ ఎస్టేట్, ఇంటీరియర్ డెకరేటర్, సివిల్ ప్రొడక్షన్ ఇంజనీర్, మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరిస్ట్, ఇండస్ట్రియల్, కార్డియాలజీ, లాంగ్ స్పెషలిస్ట్, అగ్రికల్చరిస్ట్, వెటర్నరీ, ఇవన్నీ ఉన్నాయి. ఏమీ లేదు మనకి ఇక్కడ. అంటే ఏమి, ఫోర్త్ అనేది మన హౌస్, ఇంటిని తెలుపుతుంది, బంధువర్గాన్ని తెలుపుతుంది, సుఖస్థానం అది. అంటే ఏమి, వీడు అపాయింట్మెంట్ అయినప్పటి నుంచి ఇంటి నుంచే వర్క్ ఫ్రమ్ హోమ్ చేస్తున్నాడు. ఈనాటి వరకు, ఈ రోజు వరకు కూడా వర్క్ ఫ్రమ్ హోమ్ అనేది మనకు అర్థమైంది. ఇక్కడ ఈ 10th కస్ప్ 4 వీలర్ 10th కస్ప్ సబ్సబులార్డ్ శాటర్న్. ఈ శాటర్న్ యొక్క స్టార్ లో మెర్క్యూరీ, రాహు ఉన్నారు. ఆ మెర్క్యూరీ, రాహు 3rd కస్ప్కు సబ్సబులార్డ్ గా, 4th కస్ప్కు సబ్సబులార్డ్ గా ఉన్నారు. కాబట్టి ఈ రెండింటిని ఇక్కడ మనం చెక్ చేస్తే మనకు అర్థమైనది ఏమి, 3rd కస్ప్ ద్వారా కమ్యూనికేషన్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ అంటే ఇదే ఈ కంప్యూటర్ నాలెడ్జ్ వల్ల దాంట్లో వెళ్ళగలిగినాడు. 4th ఉంది కాబట్టి కంఫర్ట్ జోన్ లో ఇంటికాడ నుంచే పనిచేయడం జరుగుతూ ఉంది. దిస్ ఈజ్ ద సిచ్యుయేషన్. అంటే ఏంటి, మనం ఇట్లా అనేక రకాలైనటువంటి చాట్లను డిస్కస్ చేయడం వల్ల మనకు తెలుస్తుంది. సరే, బాగానే ఉంది. మళ్ళీ ఎందుకు చెప్తావు సార్ ఇది మాకు మళ్ళీ ఇప్పుడు మీరు అని చెప్పేసి అడగచ్చు. కానీ నాకు ఒక చిన్న సందేహం, అంటే ఏమి, స్టూడెంట్స్ నుంచి మనకు సందేహం రాకముందే నాకే సందేహాలు వస్తాయి. ఎందుకు అంటే ఇక్కడ మీరు హోరర్ ఆస్ట్రాలజీ కానీ కస్పల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ బుక్ కానీ ప్రతి దాంట్లో దొరుకుతుంది. 10,000 గురించి చాలా దివ్యంగా రాశారు మన గురువు గారు, 10వ చాప్టర్ 10th. దీంట్లో హోరర్ ఆస్ట్రాలజీలో 363 పేజీలో ఉంది. 363 పేజీలో 363వ పేజీలో ఉంది. దాంట్లో ఏమంటాడు, ద లింకేజెస్. పుస్తకం తీయండి, ఎవరి దగ్గర ఉంటే చదవండి దయచేసి. మీరు చదివితే నాకు కొంచెం రెస్ట్ వస్తుంది కదా. చదవండి ప్లీజ్. ఓపెన్ ద బుక్, 363 పేజ్, బి పాయింట్. యూ ప్లీజ్ రీడ్ బి పాయింట్.
The linkages that the subsublord of the 10th cusp makes. అదే కదా సార్, బి
అదే
363 363. The linkages that the subsublord of the 10th cusp makes with other cusps through in star lord will indicate the promise of the 10th cusp and the area of the concentration of activities of profession of the Nitu. The sub and the subsublord of the subsublord of the 10th cusp will qualify or specify the area minutely. The broad areas where the native will like to concentrate his activities as per the star linkages are shown in below. అని చెప్పి
దీని అర్థమైంది. దీన్ని చదివి మీరు ఇక్కడ ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయండి.
అవసరం
సార్ చార్ట్ ఇస్తాం, ఎందుకంటే ఇది వద్దులే, సార్ది తీద్దాం. అది కరెక్ట్ కదా, అన్నిటికంటే అన్ని ఈవెంట్స్ చేయాలి దీంట్లో. సార్ ఓజా సార్, కపిల సార్, దిస్ ఈజ్ మై డౌట్, హౌ టు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ దిస్.
क्या मूर्ति जी?
Sir, I have explained what I know. I have explained it. ये पॉइंट है ना, इसे ये चार्ट में इम्प्लीमेंट करना कैसा, द लिंकेजेस दैट 360 पेज में
10th cusp subsublord.
The linkages that the subsublord of the 10th cusp makes with other cusps through its star lord will indicate the promise of 10th cusp and the area of concentration activities of profession.
Satyanarayana garu, you explained in Telugu how Kapilaji will understand, and you are telling I explained.
సార్ కపిలా సార్కి అర్థమవుతుంది సార్.
ఆయనకు తెలుసండి,
సరే
పూర్వపరాలు తెలుసులే, పూర్వపరాలు నాయుడు సార్.
సరే మీ ఇష్టం.
ఆయనకు తెలుగు బాగుంటుంది.
Which of the case you are referring first, either as SP Kullar sir
Yes,
or
sir. Yes, sir. Khullar sir ka. But because it is
Kullar
authorized,
sir
this chart is authentic one for us.
on the page given by you at 280, 283, इसमें there is no profession discussion, it only marriage
सर नहीं
and
उसमें नहीं तो छोड़ डालते क्या हमें बच्चन को बताना ना वो किताब में
नहीं।
नहीं प्रोफेशन का टॉपिक यस इट शुड बी जस्टिफाइड वी नो
अच्छा, अच्छा।
pretty well that he has worked in so and so department and retired
मतलब you want to discuss the profession of SP Kullar from the chart.
that is the point
Okay. And you are going, we want to justify how SP Kullar gone to the P&T department. Telecom department, okay?
Yes,
it is tallied.
This is the point, you want to justify that how SP Kullar went to the telecom department, okay?
Yes.
As per our duty, as per our 10th cusp.
As per our cuspal interlink theory, we have to discuss about his profession. We have discussed what I know. I have presented. But my doubt is, if a student asks, "Sir, किताब में ऐसा है B point क्या इसका मतलब बोला तो क्या बोलना?" That is my question. This is perfect chart, sir. इसमें एक मैरिज इवेंट है टू
डेथ इवेंट्स है
बच्चे का
डेथ इवेंट्स
चाइल्ड
है
बर्थ है फादर मदर का डेथ इवेंट्स 2 है total 5 events after that after his death also that event also justified by me it is also published in magazine Oja sir is also know it because I have got all the particulars from Oja sir all the death particulars, death, place, time, everything.
देखिए, to my mind, you are following the rule given by the Kullar sir in the orally books at page number 362.
363.
362. When analyzing the 10th house, okay, profession.
बोलिए.
So he has directed that we should analyze sign, star, sub and sub, and after all we should assess or make conclusion how the person has gone to particular profession. Okay. But in the item B, he goes to say that the sub-lords of the particular cusp making the linkage and through the star and sub-lord will determine the exact position. Okay. So then you want to into my mind, you want to how the sub-lord, star lord, sign lord, etc. has given justify SP Kullar's profession in the telecommunication department.
Okay.
Is it that?
Yes, sir.
Is it that?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir. So, देखिए, first let us start from first sub-lord. Sub-lord is the sun. Okay. Or sub-lord the 10th का sun.
Yes, sir.
Sun जो है in the star of the Saturn and sub of the Ketu. Okay. Sun in the star. So sun जो है involved in the 10th house. No, I don't prefer this table. I always go to the cuspal interlink position.
You want this one? Right.
Yeah.
Okay. You can proceed.
Sun is the sub-lord of the 10th cusp. It has no PS. It is the star of Saturn. So sun जो है involved in the 10th cusp through its star lord Saturn. from this we can justify that the subsol or the ascendant 10th caste is involved in the 10th caste itself. So the profession shown by the 10th house or the profession as well from 10th house, we generally consider the subsol or justify that he has to go to the profession as government. Okay, because generally we conclude that 10th house represents the house of government. Okay, so sublord Ketu in the first house, sublord, and or second house. Second house the finance, salary, whatsoever. First house the dative itself by his personal efforts. Ketu is also in the sixth house. So 10th house of the Lord indicate that the person should go to the job, service. Here Saturn is also involved. I have also read some from this horary or other book that the service should be judged from the sixth house of Lord. Okay. And to my study, to my mind, I always judge the status of the native from 10th house and the profession as service or business from the 6th house and 7th house, not from 10th house. I always judge the status of them, status as well as his career. His just like IAS, IPS or clerk or Mazdoor whatsoever. The 10th house indicate to my mind. I do not want to say that I am correct here. But to my mind, that 10th house represents only the status of the job or business whatsoever. Because 10th house is the seat, giving the authority to the person to execute his function. What is given by the either government, either the businessman, either the private sector, either of any boss.
Yes.
Suppose we want to engage a Mazdoor for a particular job. So then the person who is engaging the Mazdoor, so Mazdoor is supposed to execute his work according to the direction of his boss or landlord. So 10th house act as a landlord or 10th house act as a status, not for job or business. It may be that I could not explain properly in English. So again I will speak that I myself consider 10th house as a house of the status and 6th house for service and 7th for the business. So here we are going to judge the profession of the S.P. Khullarji. We know Mr. S.P. Khullar as well, so we can justify whatever we want to. In case it would have been an unknown case, then we should come to the conclusion that the person will go to the job or with the business or the government job or private job. Here we know that he was a very high-level person, but not from the beginning. He must have gone to the P&T department as a class 2 officer because he has gained the education of the engineering. But after passing the examination from the telecommunication department, he might have gone as a lower post. Later on, he may be promoted. Okay, so we cannot say that he was ITS. ITS was examination just like IPS or IS or IES engineering service. It was an examination. But to the position he retired, it was on the cause of the promotions whatsoever. So the 10th house of itself, son, and indicating the government job or government sector, it involved through its star lord 10th house as well as the 6th house. It shows that the person should go the job. The sub-lord Ketu is also justified the house 6th, the job, house of the service, as well as second house, financial position, salary, etc. Sub-lord of the ascendant, it justify the personal efforts of the native himself. It is also, Ketu is also in the 8th house. So he must have faced some, and it is natural, everybody in the job from government caused to face so many problems. So it may be possible. Now, in case we go to the sub-lord final confirmation Rahu, so Rahu is the sub-lord of the 11th house. It is very good linkage and sub-lord of the ascendant is very good linkage. So, as regard the sub-lord of the 10th house, it itself indicates the profession of the SP Kullarji. Now you have assessed that why he has gone to the P&D department. So we can make the assessment from the linkage, just you have said that third house is there and certain house is there. So it is only directional, not the confirmatory that the person should go to the telephone department or P&D department or income tax department, whatsoever. One thing I will say here, as per the parasari system, or even you are very कहना चाहिए leading person in the Krishna Murthy पद्धति, you can वेरी वेल ये इसको आप बनाइए नॉर्थ इंडियन चार्ट बनाइए प्लीज मेक इट नॉर्थ इंडियन चार्ट फ्रॉम दिस बाबा चार्ट जो है as you are KP person and very very highly experienced in KP जो है Krishnamurti or stellar theory says that planets offer the result through the star lord. Here Rahu is placed in the sign of Sun, Leo, and Rahu in the Sun star. So Rahu has become the prominent planet to my mind only. I will prefer Rahu then the Sun sub-lord or Saturn sub-lord or Ketu whatsoever. Because Rahu is placed here, we should also consider the placement of the particular planet, a particular house. Here Rahu is a planet placed in the virtual sub-lord also, though it has got PS, no PS. Okay. So Rahu will offer the result of the 10th house as per your stellar theory on the Krishnamurti Paddhati. So Rahu is very prominent to my mind. So I will focus on the Rahu because it is in the star of the Sun. Sun is the sub-lord of the 10th curve as well as sign lord also. And if we read from the sub-lord Sun, Sun is also justifying the 6 and 10 as well as 2 and 6 whatsoever. ओके
ओझा जी बात कस्पल इंटरलिंक की चल रही है केपी की नहीं वी हैव टू एक्सप्लेन इट मेरी बात तो सुन लो आप वी हैव टू एक्सप्लेन इट ओनली ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ कस्पल इंटरलिंक थ्योरी नो केपी नो वैदिक no such arrangement which you are talking about is required because everybody here wants to learn only in Kaspar. So kindly explain it only with reference to Kaspar.
Yes, Dr. Sahab, I understand. I have tried to explain.
मैं करता हूँ explain करता हूँ सर कस्पल से करना है केपी से नहीं करना है अलग अलग थ्योरीज में अलग अलग तरीके से होता है So we need not go for those theories because here the class is of cuspal interlink theory. And
Hmm.
what Murthy ji is saying is that how on the basis of cuspal interlink theory we can justify that he was from the information technology sector. That is the point, simple point. So technology sector, information technology sector. For this purpose, now two, three things they are very important. Number one is that which planets play a role for a person to go into this profession. So you have to first of all look into the kind of the planets which are important, which will decide the area of concentration of the native. That is one point. Secondly, we have to look for the cusps, the linking cusps, which are important, as a result of which his inclination was for this particular profession. Apart from this, Khullarji has also done MA English. He was he was postgraduate in English. MA English he has done. It means that his inclination for the fine art subjects was also there. So the fifth house has to be active for that. Information technology, the third house has to be active for that. 10th house is the profession, fourth house is the education, sixth house is the way to extract or have money from others, second house is his bank balance, his money that he is getting. So all these houses they play an important role when we have to decide about the profession. So the first point which Murthy ji said was that the 10th house sub-sublord is sun. Now here this is a rectified chart. Being a rectified chart, it means that whatever sub-sublord has been calculated over here is the correct one. So as a matter of fact, we need not go to the star lord and the sign lord of the 10th cusp. So we need to focus only upon the 10th sub-sublord as well as the 10th star lord, sublord. Sublord and sub-sublord are the two planets we need to focus. Oja ji ne, he added that the 10th cusp is linked to the 6th cusp, and it's very evident that the 10th cusp sublord Saturn is also the 6th cusp sublord and 6th cusp sublord and 6th cusp subsublord, right? Which is also
Cusp
six
also. Tenth cusp
six
also.
6th cusp sublord and 6th cusp subsublord, which is an indication that this native joined a job. Now, the 10th cusp subsublord, what is important is that when we are to talk about the linking cusp, then what we need to do is we need to focus merely upon the 10th subsublord, because the 10th subsublord through its star lord is going to provide us with the linkages which are very important for a person's inclination towards a particular subject and for the person's inclination towards a job given on the basis of what is given in or quoted in the reference table. In the reference table, large number of services and large number of combinations are given, so that once you know that these are the particular areas of his concentration, areas of his interest, then you can easily identify. Now, the person, see, whenever we are to talk about the profession, what is important is we always ask a person that which probable profession he wants to go into, and then accordingly we select it. Now if you are given a blind chart like the one which we are given over here, then in such cases approximations are to be there, because there are a number of combinations, and we can finally check out that which ultimate combination the person has really joined into. So the 10th cusp sub-sublord here is sun, and sun here is in the star of Saturn. And if you look at the Saturn here, we have to look at the linkages which the Saturn is likely to give. So Saturn here will give us the linkage of, here it is, 3, 4, 5. See, fourth house is very prominent, 3 is prominent, 5 is there, 6 is there, 9 is there, 10 is there. So the linkages will be 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. So it will be 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. That is important. So these are the areas of concentration of this person. First point. Okay. So these are the area of concentration. So we have to note down all these houses which are given over here, which are 3, 4, 5, 6, 9,
Nine.
and 10. Now 4 and 9. 4 and 9 here means education.
Yes, sir.
It means the education is up to post graduation level, because ninth has actively come over here, so it is up to education. It is up to post graduation level. Secondly, sixth house has predominantly appeared over here, which indicates that this person has gone for a job. 10th house is there, which means that at some stage or the other he is likely to occupy a higher position in whichever department he really works in. The third house is active over there, which is an indication of the communication. Fourth and ninth for the education, fifth for the intelligence, sixth for the service, 10th for the profession, means he is likely to have a good repo in his profession. So these are the houses which come into action, which are 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, are the houses which are given by the 10th sub-sublord, that is sun. That is one point. First point. So by looking into these houses, you can have a rough idea. So now the question is that which profession he will really go into among these houses, which is the one which is more predominant, which is more active, which is more predominantly giving us the area of concentration of this particular native, whosoever he may be. Now, here, what we go is we again go back to the natal chart. Murthy ji shifted back to natal chart. Now, here, what we do is we will look into all the planets which are in the star of Sun, which is the 10th subsolar. And if you look here, then the planets in the star of the 10th subsolar Sun, one is Moon, second is Mars, third one is Rahu, and that's all. Moon, Mars, and Rahu. These are the planets. Now, if you look at Moon is the subsublord of the third cusp, which means the third cusp is playing an important role as far as
this person is concerned.
the profession of this person is concerned. Then the other house is seventh house. Seventh house. Okay, seventh house means dealing with opponents, dealing with partners. Okay,
Public.
so maybe
Public.
that,
Dealing
maybe,
with public. Public.
yeah, dealing with public. Maybe that he must have entered into some other kind of partnership also during
Ah,
the progress of his service.
yes.
Okay, so that is the reference. So moon here is 3 and 7, which means two cusps which are very important. They are 3 and 7. The next one is planet is Mars. Mars here is not appearing as subsublord. Now, if the planet is not appearing as subsublord, then we need to focus upon the sublord column. I already pointed out that these two columns are very, very important, the subsublord column and the sublord column. And when you focus on the sublord column, Mars is the sublord of the fifth cusp. And fifth cusp is a cusp of fine arts, right? So fine arts, इन्होंने MA किया है, he has done MA in English. So this is also an indication that his inclination was there for the subjects of fine art. Apart from that, the fifth house is also the house of intelligence. Definitely, he was an intelligent person. You know it.
Sir, astrology. Fifth house
Yes,
also
also
indicates astrology.
astrology also, right?
Yes.
Astrology is also indicated by the ascendant subsublord, which is Ketu, which is Ketu. So
Hmm.
Ketu is a strong indicator of a person going into the field of astrology at some stage of his life, whenever Ketu becomes prominent. Okay. And now Mars is here in the fifth cusp. So the third cusp, fifth cusp, seventh cusp. These are important. Then the next planet we have with us, that is Rahu. Rahu is a planet that refers to technology and information technology. राहु जो planet है, Rahu planet, it refers to the technology, is a planet karka of technology and information technology, right, which is also a part of his job. So Rahu here, if you look here, Rahu is not present as a sub-sublord of any cusp. It is present as a sublord of first cusp and the
11th cusp.
sublord of 11th cusp. So the houses which are active, they are 1, 3, 5, 7, and 11. These are the active houses 1, 3, 5, 7, and 11. Okay. So on the basis of this, we have to make out the conclusion by looking into the reference table that which particular field the native has really gone into. Because as such, you can't predict the field. Blind chart mate is always difficult to predict the field. Simply what you can tell is a combination of number of different departments where a person can go, and if that department appears as one of the departments in that particular house, you can say that probably he has joined that. So that is how you need to predict. This is one part. So the 10th sub-sublord is important. 10th sub-sublord, that is important. The star lord of the 10th sub-sublord, that is important. Then the 10th sub-sublord, the planet which is posted in the 10th house, that is important. The planet posted in the 10th house is Rahu here. So Rahu is important. Rahu वैसे भी आ गया हमारा यहाँ पर. So Rahu is important. And then the resident position of Sun. If you look at the resident position of Sun, it is in the 4th house. This is important. This is important. So which means this is important. And now coming to the period during which he joined the job must be the Rahu Dasha. And if you look at the Rahu Dasha, I have already pointed out that Rahu points strictly towards the technology and information technology related to communication. Mercury is active here. Okay. So then accordingly, we can say that all these factors are suggestive of the fact that he has rightly gone into the telecommunication department. He has done MA in English, and at the same time, Ketu being the sub-sublord of the ascendant is an indication that he, at some stage of his life, has gone into the subject of astrology. And everybody knows that he is a well-known astrologer, right? So, Murthy ji, this is how you need to predict. This is how we need to predict.
That is okay, sir.
Uh,
Okay, I
this
accept it.
any questions now? If it
But
is now,
Sir, Kapilaji,
हाँ जी कहिए.
my question
ये
is,
10th sub-sublord Sun है ना?
हाँ जी हाँ जी.
So Sun represents the government, public sector.
Definitely,
He,
definitely,
he
definitely.
worked in public sector.
Yes, definitely. आप देखो 10th में साइन कौन सा डिपॉजिटेड है, that is 5th house. And if
And 10th cusp lies in Leo sign. That is
yes,
a sun sign. So
sun
in the both ways, he worked
correct,
in public sector.
correct. See, whenever the 10th house is signified by sun or ketu, that's an indication of a government job. It's already given in the book. It's already given by Kullerji in his book that sun and ketu, if
yes,
they
sir.
strongly signify the 10th house, then
367 पेज में है देखो.
if they strongly signify the 10th house, then the person joins the government job. That is a guaranteed government job. Very true, sir.
Okay, sir, it is okay. What you said is everyone should accept it. But my doubt is 363 पेज में है ना वो B.
Yeah.
उसे एक्सप्लेन करो सर.
सर वही एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूँ सर. उसमें सिंपल दिया हुआ है कि 10th sub lord through its star lord shall give the area of concentration either through its star lord or the 10th cuspal sub lord through its positional status gives the area of concentration of the native. See, in which particular area the person has inclination to go. That is the point, sir. See, the result of every planet is to be given through its star lord. हाँ जी बोलिए आप. हाँ जी बोलो.
As
363
per
पेज नंबर 363.
हाँ जी.
पेज नंबर 363 में फोर्थ लाइन the sub and sub-sublord of the sub-sublord of the sub-sublord
हाँ
of
जी.
the planets will be qualified and specify area of the
नहीं.
area is minutely. What is the meaning?
सी वो तो आगे की बात है ना. जो स्टेलर लेवल पे इन्वॉल्वमेंट होगी उसका कमिटमेंट होगा और फाइनल कंफर्मेशन होगा. दैट इज नेसेसरी एंड एसेंशियल कंडीशंस. So you should get houses at the sub level and at the sub level, you know, which are not negative to the involvement houses. That is the point. So वो कोई खास बात नहीं है. Nothing new in that. Nothing new in that. Here we need to focus only upon the stellar status, and stellar status is through the star lord, because these are the area of concentration or the inclination of the native, right? So these are the houses. अब इसको houses में there are number of other ways also. Say another way you can predict the profession is take the ascendant sub lord. In the present case, the ascendant sub lord is Ketu. Am I right? In the present case, the ascendant sub lord is Ketu. Here it is one is given as sub lord. It is
Yes, sir.
Ketu.
Yes.
Ketu is in Saturn star. So you write down Saturn. Okay, write down Saturn. Write down the houses which are given in the Saturn. The houses given in the Saturn are 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10.
Okay.
Okay. So these are the houses which is given by Ketu through its star lord. So the ascendant through its star lord is giving us houses 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. Right. Now you proceed to the 10th sub lord. The 10th sub lord in the present case, that is Sun. And Sun is also to give us the result through its star
Sun.
lord, which is Saturn.
3,
Again
4,
Saturn. So it is again giving us the same houses 3, 4, 5, 6, 9,
9,
and
10.
10. 9. Then
Yes,
the
sir.
11th sub lord, and the 11th sub lord is Jupiter.
Yes, sir.
And Jupiter is giving us which houses?
This is the normal
Ju-
procedure.
Yes, this is the normal procedure. Jupiter is giving us 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, and 12. Now, which are the common houses in all the three? The common houses in all the three are 4, 5, 6. The common houses in all these three, they are 4, 5, and 6. Right? 9, 4, 5, 6, 9. These are the common houses. And what are the other additional houses we are having? It is third house, it is 10th house, and 11th house. Third house, 10th house, and 11th house. And for a profession in the telecommunication department, you know, which are the houses they are important. The third house is important, fourth house is important, fifth is important, ninth is important, 10th is important, 11 is important. So these are the houses which are important for a job in telecommunication. So then you're getting all these houses very actively through the ascendant sub-sublord, through the 10th sub-sublord, through the 11th sub-sublord. You have to find out the common houses plus additional houses whatsoever they are given, and accordingly you can find it out. So the common houses, they are 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. These are the common houses which you are getting 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. Saturn is here, ascendant sub-sublord, and Saturn is for the 10th sub-sublord. In both the cases, both are in the star of Saturn. So Saturn is a very important planet, you know. And you know, for a job in telecommunication, the planets which are responsible are Mercury, which is for the third house, Rahu, which is technology and IT sector, Mars, and in addition to that, it is Saturn. So these are four planets which are important for job in the information technology, telecommunication, and we are getting all these houses. See, the clear-cut answer is that the Ketu, the ascendant sub-sublord is in the star of Saturn, and at the same time, the 10th sub-sublord is also in the star of Saturn. It means the houses given by the Saturn, they are very important in deciding the area of inclination of the native. Right? Any questions? हाँ जी, ओजा सर आप कुछ कह रहे थे?
नहीं आप यू आर एक्सप्लेनिंग वेरी वेल जो है बिकॉज योर स्पोकन इंग्लिश वेरी कहना चाहिए डिसेंट जो है इन दिस केस जो है in fact I have gone through the exact wordings given in the book only जो है
हाँ जी हाँ जी
in
हाँ
the orally जो है book जो है at page 362 and 363 it clearly speaks that 10th sub-lord का star lord indicate the area of construction
yes yes
concentration
हाँ
ठीक है
हाँ जी हाँ
so we should focus on the first sub-lord of the 10th का then it is star lord
Correct.
Sun is the sublord. It is a source of the source planet. It has
And
no PS, so it will give the result through the star lord or the
correct.
area
Correct.
area of concentration is Saturn.
Correct.
Saturn is placed in the sixth bhava itself.
Correct.
It is
Correct.
Saturn is also sublord of the sixth house. So it indicates the service and job. Okay,
Correct. Correct.
first point established that he was in the service.
Correct.
Now,
Correct.
now whether he will go to private service or the government service, we should go through other planetary combination to as regards the promise from the ascendant subsolid, which you have explained very well, Ketu is the prominent figure, the preeminent planet in this case, because Ketu itself has got PS, and in the star of the Saturn, it is
And
involved
Murthy.
almost. It is involved almost all of the cusps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yes,
7, 8,
जी जी
9, 10,
करेक्ट
11.
करेक्ट
ठीक है
आप
तो
देखो सर इसमें भी देखो एक पॉइंट मैं सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट यू एक पॉइंट केतु जो है केतु रिप्रेजेंट जुपिटर एंड सैटर्न Jupiter is a planet of again a planet of astrology. Ketu itself is a planet of astrology. Saturn is again appearing there, and Ketu itself is in the star of Saturn. We have already explained. So all these combinations are suggested that he is going to be a highly rated professional in the field of astrology. और 10th हाउस में आप देखोगे फिफ्थ 5 साइन पड़ा हुआ है सन का साइन एंड in further pages he has written that if sun and ketu somehow are linked to the 10th house then it definitely promises he is
Government job.
written yeah government job to the person so he was in a government job.
Yes, sir. Both Sun and Ketu are placed in the Saturn star.
Yes, correct.
That's
That's
so far astrology concerned. I will quote the experience of a very leading astrologer of the Bhopal.
हाँ जी
Once a time, he told me that whenever Ketu and Jupiter has a relation at any time, either the conjunction on the star or the sign whatsoever, the person will go to the astrology to whatever extent he can go.
correct
So here in the case, Ketu represents Jupiter. So this is also a very good combination for astrology.
correct
And
correct.
in case you go,
in Vedic astrology also, Jupiter, Ketu and Jupiter involved in such cases, it indicates research in that field, sir.
yes, there is a very good combination of Ketu and Jupiter because
research.
Ketu represents and Saturn is also a planet of astrology. It is
Yes.
occult sign. Saturn indicates occult science. Astrology is also occult science.
Saturn is not only for the discipline planet. It is also a discipline.
Jupiter is wisdom and intellectual, but Saturn is a planet of the occultism and very serious spiritual. It gives a direct spiritual indication. So Kullad sir was also a spiritual person. So there may be so many combinations. This is the known case. In case it should have been the blind case, how we can conclude that?
No. Then only what we do is then we simply see the area of concentration, the area of inclination, and then from that probabilities we can say that these are the fields. उसमें से कोई ना कोई field होगा. So if it is there, he says yes, this is the field. Apart from that, now another way to check it is that we have to go through the education field. Education field में we have to see the primary education for whether he was for commerce, it was for science, or it was for fine arts. Right?
Doctor
It
sir,
was for medical.
I would doubt that it is correctly rectified chart. I still doubt on this because
नहीं चलो वो तो उन्होंने करा हुआ है हाँ जी
Sun sublord is very close from arc 3%. इसको आप निकालिए कस्प निकालिए मूर्ति सर कस्प देखिए कस्प मूर्ति सर कस्प हाँ
Sir, one more combination. Sir, one more combination.
Yes.
The sun is the subsolid of the 10th house. Whenever the sun involves in the profession, that sun, he will reach the topmost position also.
Yes,
वो
yes,
तो है
yes.
ही है, definitely, definitely, without
Sun
any
is
doubt.
Sun is the lord of the 10th house also.
Yes, yeah.
Sign lord है, sign lord जो है, it cannot be ignored.
साइन लॉर्ड भी है, सब लॉर्ड भी है,
Yes, sir. Yes,
और
sir.
Yes.
तो इसीलिए जो है, और
और
10th
apart,
हाउस,
So
हाँ,
he
वो
has
apart,
है,
excelled in the
नहीं,
government servant as well as in the astrology also.
हाँ,
apart from this, Dr. Saab, you can see that the moon in the sun star, Mars in the sun star, Rahu in the sun star, so many planets, four planets are in the sun star. So they,
No, no, sir. Only three.
3
Only
planets,
three. Moon,
sun, moon, Mars, and
Rahu.
राहु,
Rahu. And
That's all.
Rahu.
That's
Yes,
all.
three,
Only
three
three.
planets. Three
Not
planets.
कम्युनिकेशन डिपार्टमेंट राहु इज सफिशिएंट.
ये एक्स्ट्रा प्लेनेट
हाँ,
हटा दीजिए ना मूर्ति सर, एक्स्ट्रा प्लेनेट हटा दीजिए, एक्सक्लूड कर दीजिए एक्स्ट्रा प्लेनेट को.
सर
आपको अच्छा,
सर मेरा प्रश्न ये पे यहाँ पे क्या गवर्नमेंट जॉब के लिए सेवंथ हाउस को लिया जाता है क्या? क्योंकि सर के कुंडली में सेवंथ हाउस 6 से ज्यादा स्ट्रांग बन करके आ रहा है, तो
नो
यह भी
नो नो नो, सेवेंथ हाउस गवर्नमेंट जॉब के नहीं होता,
7th हाउस इज फॉर बिजनेस.
फॉर बिजनेस.
नहीं सर, ये मुझे दया सर ने बताया सर.
हम केपी की बात नहीं कर रहे, हम केपी की बात नहीं कर रहे, वी आर टॉकिंग ऑफ कस्पल इंटरलिंक थ्योरी.
ओके सर, ओके.
हाँ, वी आर नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट केपी.
कपिला जी,
हाँ जी, कहिए नायडू जी.
आप फाइनार्स बोलते हैं ना.
हाँ
इफ
सर,
आई
वो
एम, हाँ सुनिए, इफ आई एम
हाँ
नॉट
जी,
रॉन्ग,
जी,
फाइनार्स इंक्लूड्स
सो मैनी,
ड्राइंग,
बहुत
डांसिंग,
सब्जेक्ट होते हैं सर, बहुत
म्यूजिक,
सब्जेक्ट होते हैं.
यही
यस,
आता
यस.
है. जो
हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
इंग्लिश, तेलुगु, हिंदी,
नहीं
ऑल
सर,
दीज सब्जेक्ट्स कम अंडर लिटरेचर.
सर
सो
मैंने फाइन आर्ट्स,
लिटरेचर में आएगा इंग्लिश, तेलुगु, हिंदी,
सर
संस्कृत, ऑल दिस
फाइन,
सब्जेक्ट.
जो
And
5th हाउस है ना,
literature, planet representing literature is Mercury. So Saturn
जी,
is in the sub of Mercury,
जी,
sub of Mercury.
जी,
Saturn is in the sub, and the fourth cuspal sub lord is Saturn, and Saturn sub lord is Mercury. Thus Mercury represents literature. Literature means Telugu, English, all these subjects will come.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी सर. वो एक्चुअली क्या है, 4th 9th भी हमें देखना पड़ता है. 5th हाउस है ना सर, इट इज फॉर आर्ट्स, फॉर द सब्जेक्ट ऑफ आर्ट्स. 5th हाउस इज एक्टिव.
Yes,
sir.
yes.
मैंने
No,
फाइन आर्ट्स
no,
वर्ड बोल दिया.
no, sir. No, sir. Fifth house is for literature. I will show. I will present it. Fifth house indicates literature.
नहीं, लिटरेचर का चलो, मैं हम इस पे बहस नहीं कर रहा. मेरा पॉइंट सिंपल
No,
ये
no.
था.
नायडू क्या बोलता
नहीं,
है?
नहीं,
आप आर्ट्स बोला तो नायडू क्या बोलता है? फिफ्थ हाउस लिटरेचर कैसा है बोलते हैं भाई. फिफ्थ हाउस कारकत्वत में है, लिटरेचर भी है. पढ़ो. कनक बोचनिया का कारकत्वत किताब है जब एक.
हाँ उसमें दिया हुआ है.
I do fifth house literature कैसा है हम नहीं बोला साहब. हम बोला fine arts does not include
ఫైన్ ఆర్ట్స్
No, sir. ఫైన్ ఆర్ట్స్ ఫిఫ్త్ హౌస్ చెప్తుంది, సెవెంత్ హౌస్ కూడా చెప్తుంది. ఫైన్ ఆర్ట్స్ ఇండికేట్స్ ఫిఫ్త్ అండ్ సెవెంత్.
एक्चुअली क्या था, मैं जो वर्ड बोलना था मैंने फाइन आर्ट्स बोल दिया. आई सिंपली वांटेड टू टेल दैट द 5th हाउस इज फॉर द सब्जेक्ट ऑफ आर्ट्स, और आर्ट्स के सब्जेक्ट में सब लिटरेचर आता है.
खुद भी आता.
हिंदी, इंग्लिश, उर्दू, पंजाबी, सब आता है उसमें. तो
There are
इसलिए दैट इज
exactly.
64 branches are there.
Then, sir, publishing of books, third and
third house, third and ninth. Publishing of books is 3 and 9.
పుస్తకంలో ఇచ్చాడు ఆయన దాంట్లో ఉంది లేదు.
Publishing of books is 3rd and 9th. Third house active है ना, आपने देखा अभी मून जो है, it is the sub lord of the third house ना. You have already seen that moon is in sun star, and moon is the sub lord of the third house. It is sub lord of the third house, so is also an inclination towards writing of books. It's very clearly reflected over here. Look here, the third sub lord is moon.
Sir, really, to say this is a well-known chart we have discussed so far. It is
कोई भी ले लो सर, कोई भी ले लो.
No. Really, I will give you a new chart. It is very difficult to diagnose it.
सर होता है actually see
Profession
the
is not
point.
a joke, sir. It is a very difficult
You can't really do it. You can't really do it.
it is not a so simple subject. Very difficult.
Very
We must
difficult.
have abundance of knowledge. We must have experience
सर
also.
एक्चुअली क्या होता है कि जब आप प्रोफेशन की बात करते हो ना, the
बहुत
main points of focus, what are the main points of focus? The first main point of focus is house number 4. House number 4 is education up to the graduate level. So you need to check that what are the subjects the person has opted up to the graduate level.
9 also.
Then the next house important is the ninth house. And the ninth house is the subjects of higher education. Okay, sir?
Right.
Then after selecting fourth and ninth house, the next focus has to be on the Dasha Lord. The Dasha Lord. Which Dasha Lord was acted when he completed his graduation and when he completed his post graduation. Sometimes the planet is same. Like here, if you look here, Mars was active till 1963. So 21 to 63, Mars was active. It means he has done his graduation and post graduation under the influence of the Dasha of Mars. So Mars here, if you look into this chart, it is again in the star of Sun. Mars is again in the star of Sun. And if you look at Sun, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. Same subject, same kind of houses they are active over here. तो कहीं भी देखो आप, सन हर जगह एक्टिव है उनका, ठीक है ना सर? तो इसमें क्या है, फोर्थ हाउस, नाइन्थ हाउस. सो द दशा पीरियड वाज मार्स. मार्स इज इन द स्टार ऑफ सन, and if it is in the star of sun, then the houses active are 3, 7, 10 and 4. 3, 4, 7 and 10. Fourth is the house up to graduation level. Then 3, 7 and 10 were the other houses which were active. So the subjects were selected according to the third house, according to the seventh house, and according to 10th house. And if you look into the book, I think a table is given where the 3, 4, 7 and 10 houses and the subjects to be selected on the basis of these houses is given. So one can well understand it. Then after that, after the Mars Dasha, which was over in 1963,
Rahu.
it was Rahu. So Rahu played a major role in his post graduation. यहाँ तो होगी post graduation, मार्च में ही होगी 23 years में, क्योंकि ग्रेजुएशन जो है अप्रोक्सीमेटली 20 years में हो जाती है, पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन 22 में हो जाती है. So 22, 23 post graduation in Mars. So the focus has to be primarily on the Mars.
But Mars is not showing 9 everywhere. No.
नहीं सर, मार्स में हमें 9 ना दिखाए सर, हमें उससे कुछ नहीं लेना देना सर. हमें तो ये देखना है ना, फोर्थ हाउस ने तो इंडिकेट कर दिया. दशा लॉर्ड देख रहे हैं ना, हम दशा लॉर्ड देख रहे हैं
सर. दशा लॉर्ड इज इंडिकेटिंग 4 इज अप टू ग्रेजुएशन बट नॉट हायर एजुकेशन. पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन नहीं इधर.
सर कपिल से स्मॉल डाउट
जी.
6th shows services, government services. 10th is profession. I think Saturn, 6th subscriber is Saturn. Saturn in involvement or in commitment or final conflict, there is no 6.
6 हो तो गया ना, आपने 6 बोल तो दिया, अभी वो इन्वॉल्वमेंट हो तो गई ना उसकी. यहाँ ना ढूंढो इसको. आप 6 का सब लॉर्ड देख रहे हो अगर, तो सब लॉर्ड तो बना हुआ है ना 6 का, उसी के स्टार को देखोगे ना आप इसमें 2 तरीके हैं देखने के. पीएस के थ्रू देखोगे तो सारे हाउसेस लोगे, अदरवाइज उसके स्टेलर स्टेटस के थ्रू देखोगे आप. 6 हाउस तो इन्वॉल्व हो गया ना
సార్ భాస్కర్. ఇప్పుడు రెసిడెన్సీ 6 ఉంది కదా,
आप सिग्निफिकेशन देख रहे हो ना. देखो आप 6th हाउस का सब लॉर्ड ले रहे हो तो 6th हाउस तो इन्वॉल्व हो गया ना.
ओके.
ठीक है ना, 6th हाउस तो इन्वॉल्व हो गया. आप उसको यहाँ ढूंढ रहे हो स्टार लेवल पे.
ओके सर.
यू गेट माय पॉइंट?
ఓకే సార్.
భాస్కర్ రావు గారు సార్ చెప్పేది ఇక్కడ ఇన్వాల్వ్మెంట్ లో ఇక్కడ లేదని మీరు అంటున్నారు, కానీ ఇక్కడ పిఎస్ లేకపోయినట్టుగా ఇక్కడ 6th కు సబ్లాట్ అయినాడు కాబట్టి ఆల్రెడీ ఇక్కడ ఉన్నట్లే కదా వాడు.
అవును సార్.
అది మనకు అర్థమయ్యేది ఆయన చెప్పేది కరెక్ట్ పాయింట్.
ठीक है.
at the same time residence also is there sir.
వర్చువల్ సబ్ లార్డ్ ఇక్కడ ఇక్కడ
అది
ఉన్నాడు
అది
సిక్స్,
అది
ఇక్కడ
ఎక్కడ
ఉన్నాడు, ఇక్కడ ఉన్నాడు,
అది
ఇక్కడ ఉన్నాడు. దానికేం లేదు కానీ సాటర్న్ అనేవాడు 6 కు బలమైన సిగ్నిఫికేటరే, నో డౌట్.
Right?
ఓకే సార్. Totally, to say really, it is very difficult to predict the profession of a person.
सर आप देखो इसमें क्या चीजें इंपॉर्टेंट है. How you can say closely go to the area of profession. The first point is the 10th sub-sublord. Write down the 10th sub-sublord.
Yes.
Second point is write down the star lord of the 10th sub-sublord. Check whether the 10th sub-sublord has got PS or not. If it has got PS, then all the houses linked to the 10th sub-sublord as well as the houses linked to the star lord, take the common houses. These are the houses which are the area of concentration for the native. First point. Now this is not complete. This is just 25% of what is complete. Then look at the planet that is posted in the 10th house, because that planet, being the virtual sub-sublord, will also play a very important role. In the present case, Rahu is posted in the 10th house. Not only Rahu represents Mercury and Sun, so both Mercury and Sun are also posted in the 10th house. Okay? Both Mercury and Sun are also posted in the 10th house. Now you have to focus upon the houses which are linked through Rahu सारे houses ही almost link हो जाएंगे, 1 to 12 houses. So we need not bother much about it. Then the third point is we have to look for the resident position of the 10th sub-sublord. The 10th sub-sublord in the present case is posted in the 4th house. Okay, so that house is very active. Then we have to look for the 10th sub-sublord. We have to look for Murthy ji chart पे आ जाओ. Murthy ji, shift to the chart. Yes. Now the 10th sub-sublord is rising in the sign of Leo and it is in the star of Ketu. It is in the star of Ketu. Ketu here becomes a very important planet that in the due course of his life will definitely play some role in assigning a particular, say, profession to the native. So here, the next point that I was telling is that now first 10th sub-sublord, its star lord, then planet posted in the 10th house, third, the resident position of the 10th sub-sublord, fourth, the nakshatra that is rising on the 10th house. That is very important. मूर्ति जी जरा नक्षत्र देखना, केतु का कौन सा नक्षत्र है?
ये केतु.
केतु है ना सर? कौन सा है? अश्वनी है, भरनी है या मूला नक्षत्र है? कौन सा?
ये केतु
नहीं केतु तो है सर. यहाँ दूसरा देखो ना, 10th हाउस का यहाँ देखो, 10th हाउस में मघा है.
लियो मखा.
तो मघा का लॉर्ड है ना
केतु. करेक्ट.
केतु है ना सर. तो मघा के प्रोफेशन देखो यहाँ से रेफरेंस में.
हाँ वो ठीक है, वो भी देखना.
हाँ, मघा के प्रोफेशन देखो.
नक्षत्र.
हाँ, नक्षत्र के मघा के प्रोफेशन देखो. ऊपर. यस.
जनरल प्रोफेशन देखेंगे
जी.
गवर्नमेंट सर्विस देखो सर, सिक्योरिटी इन सर्विस, ज्वेलर्स, मैन्युफैक्चरर्स, निकल
छोड़ दो बस इससे इंडिकेशन मिल गया गवर्नमेंट सर्विस है. और सिक्योरिटी इन सर्विस है.
ये भी
पूरी जॉब होगी यहाँ पे, बीच में कहीं रिटायरमेंट नहीं, कुछ नहीं होगा.
We have to add some more sir for this.
हाँ, जितने पैरामीटर्स ऐड करोगे उतने
ऐड करना.
ठीक है सर. सो ये 4 पैरामीटर के बेसिस पे यू कैन हैव ए रफ आइडिया कि क्या एरिया ऑफ प्रोफेशन हो सकता है.
सर अब बोला तो ये 10th कस्प स्टार लॉर्ड नहीं, इधर केतु. ये केतु मखा.
सर केतु प्लैनेट प्लेज एन इंपॉर्टेंट रोल. आप देखो ना, the complete description of the 10th house is given by the co-rulers of the 10th house.
Yes.
And the co-rulers of the 10th house are Ketu, Saturn, and Sun. All the three planets are playing an important role as far as the profession of the native is concerned. They are all important planets. All important planets. हाँ जी, आप किसी ने कोई क्वेश्चन पूछना तो पूछो. So
आप बोला
class
सो आप बोला सो पॉइंट 362 पेज में ये है, ये में है वो सेम 10th cusp star lord, sign lord, star lord, sub lord rising on the 10th cusp. तो टोटल क्या बोलते हैं उसे, टोटल attributes of the planets.
correct. Total attributes are to be given by
Planets
the
co-ruling of the
planets
10th
co-ruling the 10th house.
cusp.
आप बोलो एनी, आप किसी ने क्वेश्चन पूछा?
This
ये
can be
केपी
different
में
answer.
ये
This is
केपी
one-
में भी है सेम रूल केपी में.
हाँ सेम रूल चलता सर.
The first rule is enough, sir, for to find out the.
हाँ बहुत. ओह बट हमें तो सभी देखना पड़ता है ना. जब डॉक्टर एनालाइज करता है ना हार्ट डिजीज के लिए, वो ब्लड प्रेशर भी देखता है, हार्ट बीट भी देखता है, उसके अलावा कुछ और भी फंक्शंस देखता है. तो हम भी उसी तरह से सारा कुछ एनालाइज करेंगे. कंक्लूजन तो चाहे किसी से निकला, whatever conclusion we are getting is the sum total of all the attributes. Now the class is open to questions. Any questions please? Anything which is not clear, any doubt you have, we can discuss it. देखो graduation level तक Mars has played a very important role. Mars is in the star of Sun and in the sub of Mars. Sun देखो यहाँ पे कौन कौन से houses दे रहा है, और यहाँ पे Mars देखो कौन कौन से houses दे रहा है, और finally Mercury. Sun